The woman was horrified to realize her son seems to be approaching with the fugitive before she could react. The man grabbed her son by the neck, then whispered a threat. "If you want to live, help me get out of here." The woman wanted to ask for help. Just as her eyes flickered, she noticed the blood oozing from the man's ear. Perhaps out of protection for her son, she decided to accede to the thug's request on the way she remembered the TV broadcast of the murderer's escape from prison. It made her shudder even with a police car approaching. She didn't dare to make a sound at all, but went home at the man's request. Frank did not commit an atrocity. Instead, he sat wearily in a chair with a look of helplessness and gentleness in his eyes. He explained to them that he wasn't a thug and that he would never hurt them. He was just resting to leave when it got dark so that they wouldn't be implicated. He got some rope. He tied Kate to a chair under false pretenses, but he did it very gently for fear of harming Kate, perhaps to fill her stomach or perhaps to thank them for taking him in. Frank came into the kitchen to prepare lunch for them. With Kate in restraints, he carefully blew on each bite of food and tenderly spooned it to Kate. Looking at this gentleman, Kate could never have imagined that he was a murderer. The son was watching all this. He felt the same way. This man was not as vicious as he was made out to be on TV until nightfall. Frank untied Kate before he left, but the police cars didn't stop patrolling, forcing him to stay here waiting for the right moment to escape the next day. Frank woke up early again and prepared breakfast for them. The gesture eased the tension. Kate came forward with the rope, but Frank said his gentle demeanor made Kate let her guard down as she took a shallow bite of her food. A few strands of tenderness came into her eyes because she couldn't believe it. This man, with his rugged appearance, he could make such delicious food to repay Kate for taking him in. Frank began to do what he could. He replaced the fuses in the car, chopped firewood for the winter, and cleaned the house all over again. He even taught Parker how to play ball with a slightly serious tone, like a father teaching his son. This warmth made Parker cherish the lack of fatherly love. Kate saw this scene. Her mind was a little confused. Maybe this man is really not bad after a short time together. Their relationship was no longer so rigid. Kate carefully mended Frank's pants. Frank was also concerned about the scar on her leg. But then there was a knock on the door. Frank subconsciously abducted Kate nervously. He told Henry to get rid of her. When Henry opens the door, he's the next door neighbor. The neighbor brought them. Peaches warned him that a murderer was on the loose and told them to be more careful with the perfect opportunity to betray Frank. Henry didn't expose him. He made up some excuse to get rid of the neighbor. Frank's heart dropped. He realized he had Parker's approval, and once again he praised him in a fatherly way, and Parker smiled with encouragement. The mother had obviously noticed a forbidden feeling had arisen to ease the embarrassment of hijacking Kate. He suggested making a fruit pie with peaches, in the process of making it with every fleeting glance, every inadvertent physical contact. It all made Kate unconsciously nervous, but she didn't resist the subtle stirrings. Instead, she trembled slightly with excitement. Parker sensed a ripple in his mother. He realized that she might be attracted to this man.